Hey, if you want to know the when, where, and how to get the right foods to help you with your erectile dysfunction or unreliable erections, then stay tuned because what we're going to talk about today is the type of foods to get, what to watch out for, and where to get it from. Hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a sexual performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And as your sexual performance coach, my job is really to help you get your game up, help you get your sexual health, your sexual performance up. Specifically, what we're going to talk about is the differences in food stores, how food has changed, and what those differences are when they talk about local, fresh, and organic and all these different terms. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make this all work well together. As always, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can become a part of the family and get this information. And what I'm going to do right now is break it down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, let's talk about food first and foremost. And the thing to remember is that food is the most important part of overcoming sexual health issues or health issues, period. You eat every day unless you're fasting. And so what goes in is you are what you eat. And if you're eating more energy, more fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, those things are what gives you energy. We talk about the two different types of food. There's only live food and dead food. And you don't want to get caught just eating a lot of dead food. Yeah, you get energy for a short period of time and then it goes away and it comes at a very high cost. So let's talk really quickly about the way food has changed, because I remember going to my grandmother's house and there was an apple sitting on the counter. She's like, I'm not going to eat that apple. It's like, why not? She said, well, because it's been sitting there for over a week. What's wrong with that? I mean, boy, apples are not supposed to last that long. They're supposed to start spoiling and they shouldn't last for over a week. I was like, wow, that is how much food has changed, because the food industry, trying to make money, they took the food, genetically modified it so it can last longer. That's how you get oranges from Argentina into a supermarket in Maryland. That's a long trip, but they can last that long. And also they have no seeds anymore. There's seedless grapes and seedless watermelons, and some of them are much sweeter. This is very important for my guys who are trying to lose weight, who are trying to cut back on the sugar. They've genetically modified it so that the fruits are way more sweeter than they were before, so you have to be sort of careful with those. So that is what has happened with the changes in food. But let's go ahead and talk about the foods. Food chain. The way to think about, when we talk about local, fresh, organic, all these different terms, the way to look at it is that it's a ball of energy. That fruit, that vegetable is a ball of energy. If you're plucking it or you're pulling it out of the ground or you're consuming it right there, that's the most energy you're going to get out of it. So fresh is the most important part, because as soon as it comes out of the tree, out of the ground, it is now going to spoil. So the fresher it is, the more energy you're getting. So that's what to remember when going throughout this entire list, because next is local. It's not in your backyard. It's, a farmer somewhere near you has grown it. That's great. You're still getting that energy. If it's organic, that's great also. So the list is fresh, local, and then organic. Organic can mean a bunch of things because of different laws. We won't go deep into it, but organic is great because you're avoiding pesticides, which mimic estrogen in your body, and which is going to take away from your erection. The next on the list is raw food. If you're eating the fruits and vegetables raw, that's much better. A fresh apple is better than a cooked apple, which is better than applesauce. So because you're getting the nutrients from the skin and everything like that, so you want the whole plant. Cooking it is not bad at all, because some vegetables you have to cook. You can't eat a potato raw, but you can cook the potato and it's going to give you some nutrients. Most of its nutrients are in the skin anyway. Frozen, well, you're just taking that ball of energy and then you froze it. It's better to have it fresh, but if you need it frozen, hey, go for it. The same thing goes for preserved and canned in terms of, well, yeah, if that's the way you need it, get it, go for it. But when we're talking about canned, that's the least favorite, because you're going to get a lot of sodium from that, and sodium isn't great for your erections. So let's go ahead and break down the food chain. This is a question that came from the comment section where we're talking about where to buy the foods. So the top of the list is farmers markets, your local farmers markets, because as you're going to get some of the local fruits and vegetables, you get more of that energy. Next, the organic food stores. They focus in on the organic side. Local farmers providing the supermarkets near you seems to be a growing trend. Hopefully that keeps growing. So if you see something local, get that. Your local supermarket, that's great. Here we got the Safeway and the Giants and the Krogers and all those different types of supermarkets. They tend to have, a good variety of fruits and vegetables and some things you may have never seen before. Check those out. Take a look at those. The big box stores, when we talk about the Walmarts and the Costco's and the big giant aisleways and, they get the big bags of fruits and things like that. Well, those are good and bad because, they're mass producing these fruits for you to get them to you at the cheapest price possible. So if that's what your budget calls for, that's what your budget calls for. So go ahead and get those. They're not going to be local. They're not going to be as fresh. They're not going to be typically organic because they're looking to just provide it to you at the lowest price possible. But it's still, all foods alive are better than eating dead foods. It's better to eat the apple than eating apple crisp cereal, which isn't made of apples at all. And so now we're on to the bonus. And the number one bonus is when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Once again, when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's important because, of your mentality. If you're thinking that, oh, my girl is coming over tomorrow, tonight at about 6, I'm gonna start eating right. No, that's not going to work out well for you. You need to, if you're going to do, if you're turning this into a lifestyle, you don't have to worry about it. Whenever she's ready to go, your game up is game up. One thing that's very important is to communicate with your wife, girlfriend, booski, whoever who you're around with consistently and that you're eating food with, because if you explain to them like, hey, the healthier I get, the better foods that I get, the better it is for you in terms of us having sex. Well, that may incentivize them to help you with your process of getting healthier. And just a couple of tips in terms of like the way, this is dieting 101. Don't bring crap into the house. Don't bring the potato chips in. Don't bring the big box of cereal that's just sitting there on top of the refrigerator. Like, eat your Lucky Charms. No, eat that. Don't eat that at all. You want to do things like, get into the habit of eating the good foods first. Put the grapes right there in the top of the refrigerator so you can see it. Put the apples and the oranges out where you can see it. So it's like, oh, it just reminds you. It's like, oh yeah, I want to be better in bed. So I wanted my erections to get better. So let me eat this first. It'll help, suppress your diet. As you're getting this nutrition in, you won't feel as hungry as you would if you're eating the dead food, which doesn't have enough nutrition. And your body's like, I need some more. I need some more. So this will help you out a lot. And here's a great one for my guys out there who like a challenge, which is to turn it into a challenge. And it's like, hey, I wasn't eating correctly before. Now I know if I eat all raw fruits and vegetables for the next 2 months or something like that, it's going to help in amazing ways. I've done this before myself. I always had knee problems. We were just eating raw. Me and my girl at that time were eating raw fruits and vegetables. And within a week, I was sitting Indian style. I've never done that before in my life. Since I was a child, maybe. But I've always had knee problems. When I did that, no knee problems. It shows you how powerful this is. So to wrap it all up, the goal is to go fresh, go local, go organic, but go get the right foods, get that energy food into your system. And when you're looking for the foods, where to shop, local farmers market is the top of the list. But once again, wherever you need to get it from there. I've been on the Walmart budget. I understand if that's what you need to do, go to Walmart, then do that. Eat properly however you can. And of course, stay ready by turning this into a lifestyle. And for a lot of my guys out there with serious erection issues, that's showing how your health is. So this isn't optional for you. You have to switch over to eating a lot more fruits and vegetables and beans and nuts so that your body gets that energy and you can return to form. So the question of the day is, what fruits and vegetables do you eat on the regular already? Go ahead and put that down in the comments section. Share, how you started eating something that made a big difference in the way that in your shape and in your health. And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so we can get this information to you. This is Uncle B saying, get your game up. Peace out.